So yeah, so we have career conference tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Tomorrow and Saturday, and that is in Jacksonville. So this is the first time we're actually going there. The other times it was held in Orlando. So yeah, so we okay. All right, so now that I'm streamed. All right, welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome. Good evening, good evening. Happy St. Patty's Day. I don't have, what do I have? Green. What do I have? I have this. I don't, my satin lips. That's what I have. That's green.
And your
Anybody have anything
nails.
green in
And your
celebration of St. Patty's Day?
and your nails.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yes, my nails were green. They were green ahead of time, and my patients were like, "Oh, is that for St. Patty's Day?" So yes, it's now for St. Patty's Day. But I wanted to say, welcome, ladies. Thank you for hopping on. I'm super excited because tonight is networking night, and I always love when Rose comes on because she opens up your eyes up to your finances and really how you don't need a whole lot to do more to do you don't need a lot to do a lot. So I like the fact that she kind of breaks it down and one-on-one. And also if you have a business then you are able to talk about it and promote yourself, because I'm going to be streaming this to YouTube. So it doesn't matter where you are. If you're in the ATL is in the house, or if you're in West Palm or wherever you are, you definitely can promote your business on here, because that's what we're about. We're about promoting and empowering other women. And if you don't see your sister consultant on, please send them a message and say, hey guys, we're getting started. Because the best thing you can do is stay plugged in. Even if, and what I remember Amy used to say, even if you're hearing the information over and over again, stay plugged in, because guess what? At some point, you're going to be doing what I'm doing. You're going to be hosting your own session. And so when you've heard me say it many a times, it becomes part of your lingo, part of your conversation. Before we get started, we're going to do some quick recognition because it is networking night. My name is Kenesha Dixon. I am the proud director of the Car Driving Hummingbird Unit. Whoop, whoop. We debuted during the pandemic, and I have to tell you, God is just pouring down into our unit. And I'm like, this is like the perfect time for us to step into this opportunity. But what excites me the most is to get to connect with women, empower women, and we're not just limited to West Palm. We get to go all over the US. We get to expand, go to different states, right? And when you reach a certain size, we get to go to different countries. And if Mary Kay is not established there, you can go and you can establish Mary Kay in that country. So that's what I love, is that you're not limited. Welcome, Marilyn. And again, tonight is our networking night. And I love it the most because you get to open up your eyes to another world, not just MK, but to how you can plan for your future and to see what other businesses are out there and how can you support that business. And then once we're done with the networking, we'll see how we are in time. I know some of the girls are bringing guests on. We're going to do a quick pampering. I'm not going to take long with that. And then we will sign off for the night, because guess what? We have career conference tomorrow, so we're not going to spend a lot of time. But just some quick recognition. I want to recognize some of the ladies who, I know we used to do this when we met in person, but the ladies that are consultants, these are the ladies that said, you know what, they wanted to start their business for 50% commission. And so if you are a person that decided to start your business and you are an independent beauty consultant, then that is you. And so you're going to put an applause in the chat. I don't have my pom-poms with me, but anyway, that's my pom-pom right now. If you are what's called a senior consultant, which means that you have at least one or more team member, then you can again put a reaction. We want to celebrate you, because not only are you making money one way, you're making money two ways. And that's the beauty with Mary Kay. You can make money more than one way, two way, three ways. I know if your boss came to you and told you tomorrow that you're going to make money, not just the one way you've been making, I'm going to give you two other options to make money, you probably would say yes. You'd be like, you want to know more. And so that's the beauty of Mary Kay. Third is we're going to celebrate. If you are a red jacket, we want to celebrate you. And the red jacket, it says that you have decided to have not one, not two, but 3 women on your team, and you are in the top 5 to 6% of the company. So if you are a red, we're gonna have you just unmute yourself if you're able to, really quick, and just state what excites you about being in red. And at career conference, they'll get to celebrate being in red. They make a big deal about being in red. So if you are red and you're able to, we want to celebrate you. We're gonna just have you unmute yourself and just state why you're excited about being in red. I mean, other than the jacket is good, what else about being in red excites you? And I'm not sure if Chilean's able to share. I know she's probably in the office, but being a red jacket, it's a prestigious position that you should be proud of. And it just says that you're one step closer to getting into directorship. That's what that says. And making that extra stream of income. Chilean, are you able to share really quickly?
Oh, good evening, everyone. Just to say I'm excited because, of course, as Kanisha said, you have a team. So you're in leadership. You have that responsibility of taking others along with you as you learn and grow. So I'm excited about that.
Awesome. And as we stated, tonight is networking night. So we are empowering others that have a business. And guess what? The fact that you're hearing it on here, even if you're not using it right now, you can always recommend that business to somebody else. How many times have you had referrals where one of your friends says, oh, I'm sending you a customer? And so it's the same thing. We know that you have a business. We're going to send you clients. So I'm excited to celebrate that. So thank you, Chilean, for sharing. I'm excited to celebrate her in red jacket at Career Conference tomorrow. And last but not least, directors. And so a director is somebody that has decided to give himself a 300% raise. And I have to tell you, I didn't take directorship at the beginning because I'm like, I don't want to be a director. I just want to come in and get my products at half off. And not in a million years did I ever see myself. But I have to tell you, it is the best calling I have stepped up to. I have no regrets and I am enjoying the process. And that's what you want to do. Whenever you're stepping into anything, you want to be able to enjoy the process, and it should not feel like work. Does it feel like work to me? Absolutely not, because I'm enjoying it as I go along. All right. So at this time, we are going to bring up the vendors, so / business owners. And first, I'm going to have Rose share. And Rose knows I love when she comes on and speak, because like she's the numbers person. She's the lady that deals with the money. And guess what? In Mary Kay, we make money, right? 50% commission. But like I mentioned before, you have 3 streams of income. And so Rose is going to break it down how not only that, you can take it to another level and how you can set up for your future. So Rose, you should be able to share your screen if you want to as well, Rose. So take it away.
Okay, you guys can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Hi, ladies. I'm Rose. So what I do is I help my clients plan around the 3 stages of financial planning. So the first one is protection, accumulation, and preservation. Kanisha, could you note of time for me, please? Okay.
Yes, I will.
So because I can go on and on. So with the protection phase, what I do is make sure that we look at this first item here that I'm pointing out as financial security. So with financial security, it's to make sure, God forbid something happens to you, that your family is able to be taken care of. Besides your life, can anybody tell me, what is our biggest asset? Anybody can take a guess?
Our home.
What is our biggest asset besides our life?
Our families.
Well, our paycheck. If we're not able to get up one day and produce this paycheck, then everything stops. So it's the same as our home. We protect our home, from burglars, having the alarms and things like that. What are we doing to be able to protect our paycheck? if we're not able to get up that one day to protect our paycheck. So we have to have, this vehicle to make sure that paycheck is able to be protected. And God forbid, in case that we're not able to get up that day to work, whether it's 6 months, that vehicle is able to protect our paycheck, 1, 2, 3 years, for however long, but we have to make sure we plan for it, So that's the first thing, financial security, making sure that we're able to protect our paycheck. If something happens, all, our dependents and people that depend on this paycheck. So the second thing is retirement needs. A lot of people want to retire soon, but they don't have a plan. We have to make sure we have a plan. That way we're able to retire. And what are you doing? Are you putting your money in one type of vehicle? What would happen when it's time to retire? You have to look at the taxes. You have to diversify the taxes to make sure, because if we're putting, all of our money in one vehicle, a lot of it is going to taxes. Are you diversifying your taxes? So that's what I do. What I do is called holistic planning in reference to retirement. So we figure out the exact numbers, that's needed in order for you to be able, to retire when you would like. So that's what I do in reference to retirement needs. Children's education. We all want our children to have scholarship, but what's the plan? We don't know what tomorrow will bring with inflation, everything that's going on, with the prices of everything. So again, with children's education, what plan do we have set in place to make sure our children are, well prepared to have a good education? And with estate conservation, I make sure, that everything that you've been working towards all your life is well taken care of while you're here, and also when you're no longer here as well. That has to do with probate, creditors, things like that, and also with lifetime income. What's going on these days is people are running out of money. Are you having a plan that will be able, or a vehicle that's able to generate income for the rest of your life? That's going back to making sure there's a plan set in place. And also going back to the lifetime income, I don't know if a lot of us remember back when the market crashed in 2008, 2009. A lot of people had to go back to work, going back to that. They lost a lot of money because they didn't have guarantees, You always have to have guarantees no matter what. So, and with extended care, I know we've all heard of the saying that you're an adult once and a child twice. That's actually long-term care. What is your long-term care plan? Does your kids know? Do they know that, they are your long-term care plan? So going back to making sure we prepare, for long-term care. A lot of us that suffer from a long-term care need, we have to tap into our retirement, our savings. How long would your retirement or your savings be able to provide for your long-term care needs? So my role is to be your trusted partner, where I provide guidance in these key areas here. Am I good, Kanisha?
Yes, you are.
I'm good, okay. So in the guidance phase, this is the things that we look at. Reducing your debt, lowering your taxes. If you're looking to start a business, I help you plan for that. Prepare for the unexpected. Not outlive your money, having lifetime income. To be prepared for whatever life throws your way. You never know. Retire when you would like. Get started early. That way you're better prepared, Funding and education. And the preparation phase, I help you put a goal together. What are we going to do to help you accomplish this goal? To help you retire, to make sure there's a plan set in place for whenever you're not able to get up that one day, in bed to wake up, to go to work. So I help you make sure that that plan is set in place, and we review it once a year, because guess what? Life changes. It's, whether we can't control that, in our control, out of our control, life changes, and we have to be able to, review our financial process. It's just like going to the doctor on a yearly basis. We go to the doctor on a yearly basis to check on our health, to make sure our health is fine. Same thing with our financial planning. What needs to be, what do we need to change? Because things happen. And with our solutions, we go back and review, the 3 stages of financial planning: protection, accumulation, preservation. This is the financial house. We compare it to regular house. When you're building a house, it's the foundation. You know, the foundation sets the tone for the remaining parts of the house. Is it solid? You know, and then so that with the protection solutions, that's making sure you're protecting the biggest asset, which is your paycheck. You know, and that's where we move into other things, little by little. You know, we can't do everything at once. Accumulation, you know, your retirement, your risk diversification, your taxes, and all that stuff. You know, it's not really how much you make; it's how much that you're keeping of what you make that really matters when you look at things. And your preservation solutions, you know, enjoying everything you've been working towards all your life, enjoying the fruit of your labor. So that's what we compare it to, you know, when you're building a house. This is our financial house, step-by-step process to make sure we have a financial plan and goals and process. And you'll be shocked, you know, this is not anything that costs tons of money. It's just seeing where you are, you know, where you want to go. And then from there, my role is to provide you with solutions, with vehicles to help you get where you want to go. I'm good, Tanisha?
Yes, you are. You have about 3 minutes.
All right. And then with protection, this is what we look at: your wills and powers of attorney, your trust, your emergency savings, your debt management, long-term care. Who's your long-term care plan? Is it the vehicle that you have put in place? Is it your children? Who's going to be your long-term care plan, where they have to leave their daily activities, you know, to provide you with care? And disability insurance, you know, things like that. It's, you know, we're all ladies here. We get pregnant. You know, what kind of plan are you going to have in place to make sure that that income that you're not bringing in for 6 to 9 months a year, you know, will be able to replace your paycheck? You know, health insurance, life insurance. What are you leaving behind for your children if something happens, God forbid, yesterday? And with your accumulation solutions, that's taxes. You know, what I mentioned earlier, it's not really about how much you make, it's how much that you get to keep of what you make that really matters. We can make a whole tons of money, but are we strategizing in reference to, you know, making sure that we're keeping and we're diversifying, you know, in reference to the tax? And with, you know, preservation solutions, a lot of retirees, their fear is that they're running out of money. So I help my clients with an approach of making sure that doesn't happen, you know, with solutions. So, and that's it. So if anybody wants to speak with me, we can elaborate a little bit more, and I can help you make sure you reach your financial goals.
Awesome. Does anybody have any questions for Rose? I know personally that one of the things that she mentioned, and I never thought about it, she's like, Kanisha, you can use your profit and pay for your insurance. And I have to say that I was like, you know what, you're right. And I have not had to touch any of my money to pay for my insurance. I mean, literally as cheap as, I think, Rose, you always say a cup of coffee, right? Per day?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
$20, yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, people hear insurance and they're like, oh, I don't have any money for that. You think it's a whole lot, even if it's a little bit. And the reason why it's important is because I get to see people on the tail end who they don't put money aside. You know, we teach you money management is important because you can't make your profit and you're spending the whole thing. I mean, it doesn't work that way. But if you can put a portion of it aside and plan for your future, that is a smart decision, because I'm seeing older patients and they're outliving their money, like she said, or, oh, that was your timer, Rose. But they didn't plan and have long-term care. And so because of that, they're missing out. And so now they have to either figure out money, where they're going to pay for long-term care to take care of themselves, or they don't have it. Right. So now they have to live way lesser than what they are able to, or they should. Anybody have any questions for Rose?
Put my phone number in the chat.
Oh, you put it in the chat, Rose?
Oh, I'm going to.
Okay. All right. So she's going to put it in the chat. And if you want to do she does, like, she will go through your finances and we'll talk about what based on your finances, what is the best option for you. And she's amazing. I wouldn't say that if she wasn't. She really is amazing, and honest. I really like that. All right, thank you, Rose, for sharing. Anybody else? I know that we do have another vendor on here, and Miss Georgette Lee Green is an entrepreneur. She is the owner of Lily's Enterprise. And Lily's Enterprise, she has something unique. She does gift baskets, but what she does, she lives in Jamaica. So if you want to get a gift basket to somebody that lives in that country, from here, she can make arrangements for that. And she's been able to do so. And she makes beautiful baskets. Any ideas? Even you see those invites you've been seeing coming out? She's the one that has been creating those invites. So whenever you see me come up with an invite, is not, you guys think it's cute, but she comes up with something even better. So she has been the creator of those invite flyers. So if you need any of that done, she can do that for you digitally, and she can really make it happen. And she also does invitations. So if you ever need anything like that, gift packages, Lily's Enterprise can help you with that. And anyway, I saw that Rose also put her information in the chat. So if you need more information on how to contact Miss Georgette Lee Green, you can connect with me and I can help you do so. All right, do we have any other business owners who would like to share their business? We have a few minutes. Anyone else that has a business? Natalia, I know you have a photography business.
I know you was gonna call my name.
Of course you knew I was gonna call.
Hi everyone, I'm Natalia. I currently live in the state of Georgia, and I do own my photography business. I specialize in boudoir photography as well as behind the scenes photography. If anyone is not unsure, or not sure what boudoir photography is, it's more like an intimate setting for women. A lot of the clients that I have, they usually uh, give it as a gift to their significant other, or it's just just something that they want to do for themselves. Some of them um, have the pictures printed out in like huge canvases and place them into their home. So the photos can be anywhere from semi-nude to fully nude, just, depending on the client. So that's me. So if anyone or knows anyone that's in Atlanta or interested or looking for photography while they're in Atlanta, please let me know. I'll share my information in the chat, or you can also contact Kanisha. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Natalia. And that's the thing, man. You have a side hustle. Absolutely. Most women that start a Mary Kay business, they have something else going on. And in this world, in this day and age, you cannot have one stream of income. I'm sure you guys are realizing that now. You have to have something else on the side. And like Rose said, you can't put all your eggs in one basket. So what if you could do a little something on the side and get some of that money and put that money away? I mean, the Mary Kay business is just a perfect opportunity to do that. And if you also have another business, you can intertwine the two, and they can complement each other. Do we have anyone else who wants to promote their business? And Natalia, just put her information in the chat.
Oh.
And what I've been doing, Natalia, I'm taking a picture of it and then I'm sharing it as well. You guys probably saw me doing that.
Yes, I just saw it. And then one of the things that I do love about photography is that I get to see like more. I've been seeing like I get more intimate with the client, so I can see their skin prior to the makeup, because a lot of them usually come in with makeup on, dressed up and stuff like that. But as of lately, the event that I go to every Wednesday, they're mainly natural women that don't, they might wear makeup, but at the moment they're just all natural. And I realize like a lot of them do have areas that they need to work on. So it allows me to network more with these women and push my Mary Kay business as well.
That you see, so it's like you're planting those seeds as you go, because then when that person um realizes, oh, I need this or I need that, they're going to remember that you have your own business, you have a Mary Kay business as well. So it is a perfect opportunity to network, right? Anybody else? Thank you, ladies. Thank you, networkers, for sharing. At this time, well, we still have a few minutes. Anyone? If not, Melissa, do you have guests hopping on if I start early or no?
I do have. I have about 2 maybe.
Okay, all right. So anyone else have any questions? Anyone else have questions for Rose? Anyone have any questions for Rose? Or maybe just different ideas, like, because she did mention a couple things. I think one of the things I got with her was it's like a plan that can use for different things, you know, like it can be used for funeral, it could be used for when I retire, I get a paycheck. It could be used for long-term care. It can be used for, I don't remember, it can be used for so many things. So they have these plans that are versatile, right? Am I right in saying that, Rose?
Yes, you got it. Everything right on the spot.
Yes. So I love that plan, because if something happens, God forbid, I mean, I can use it for any one of those. And guess what? If I want to borrow some of my own money that I put aside, I can use that. I can borrow it. So that's the other thing as well. So that's when I heard that, I'm like, man, that sounds like an amazing plan. I think that's the one I want to go with, but not to steer you in that direction. You have to see what your family needs and plan, because you know, you never know what tomorrow brings. And like they say, every 10 years you go through a crisis. And are we going through a crisis right now? I would say so. And think about people that didn't plan, that maybe, you know, they can't afford the price of gas or the price of food. And what if we didn't have what if I didn't have a Mary Kay business, and Mary Kay business now paying for that plan that I have, or Mary Kay now I have a free car, I don't have the car payment, I don't have, well, I only pay like 15% of my car insurance. And you know, so what if I did not take this opportunity? I don't know what would have happened. And so that's why you have to plan for your future. And Mary Kay, I mean, now that I'm networking, I can talk about Mary Kay, right? Since we have a few minutes. Mary Kay business is a perfect opportunity. I started because I wanted everything half off, because I wanted to have amazing skin, not realizing that God had more in store for me. He wanted me to become a leader and to network. And I literally sat on the bench for 6 years, because guess what? He gives us free will. So he's not going to force me to do anything, but he's going to nudge you to do stuff. So when you've seen that desire in your heart, he's kind of putting that desire there. And guess what? He is going to help you get there. So if he's putting that desire in there to go for Red Jacket, or even to start a Mary Kay business, for those of you, I don't know if anyone on here doesn't have a Mary Kay business yet, but if he's putting that nudging in your heart, it's because he wants to use you to help others. Rose is part of our sisterhood, but she's able to use this as an opportunity to network. And I trust her, and I know that she's not going to steer any of our girls wrong. So I can literally have her sit down with anybody and plan their financial future. Same thing with Miss Lee Green. I know that she's going to give people the best of the best. And so when she puts her packages together, she's not just throwing some stuff together. She's going to give it her heart, right? And I know she's gotten a lot of compliments with her packages already. Even people from here have gotten package or sent packages to Jamaica. So if you have a loved one that maybe they're going through a tough time, she's been able to put packages together and do that as well. And also, she's a prayer warrior. So if you know, you just want to you know, you want to pray together, that's one thing. She is unselfish and will connect and pray with you if need be. And same thing with Natalia. She has a great eye for photography. And I remembered when we just met, that was one of the things we talked about. And to see her step into that, you have no idea how it makes me feel to know that over a year ago we talked about that, and now to see her with that talent, because we all have different talents. And so we have these talents, and what we're doing with them, we're sitting on it. No, God doesn't want us to sit on our talents. He wants us to be able to use that talent and help benefit mankind. All right, welcome, Sierra. I am assuming you are the guest of Melissa.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
And you do have your products on hand, right? Because I'm going to be taking off mine. And I think Rose was asking what I have on tonight. We're not doing makeup, but I wanted to share. This was a new color that I kind of played around with it. Not really new. Limited edition. Georgette, I know you're eyeing my eye color. So this, I use the graphite. All right, so graphite all over my eyes. Then I put onyx in the outer corner, and then this is the amethyst. I put amethyst in here, in the right in there. That's where I put the amethyst, and that's what gave me the look that I have. But I'm gonna clear that off tonight because we are going to be doing some amazing skincare. And whether or not you're a consultant, we want participation. If you do have your stuff, feel free to do it along with me. If not, then you can always watch, and then you can do yours later on tonight. And guests that are on, welcome. We want to welcome you. And if you can, Sierra, unmute yourself really quick and just say what you're excited about tonight. I don't know if you've tried Mary Kay before, but what would you say you're most excited about tonight?
Hello, everyone. And yes, I have tried Mary Kay before. I've been to a couple of Mary Kay parties in person. And I'm just excited just to learn something new about, or something new that I can add to my current skincare routine.
Awesome. Yes, and you know what? Thank you for adding that new. And what I have to tell you, Natalia, I don't know if you started using the new Derma Cosmetic line. All I can tell you is that Mary Kay has done it again. They have done it again. Right, Natalia?
Are you talking about the boosters? I love them. Like when I tell you, and I was so excited that I forgot to do my before and after picture. I'm always lifting my eyebrows up. So I had like maybe 2 or 3 lines on my forehead and they're gone. Like my
Yeah, so they're
skin looks
concentrated. Yeah.
and feel amazing. Like when I tell you amazing, my skin, yeah, I love it.
Awesome. Yes, and because of that new booster that they have, you can see results in as quick as 1 to 2 days. So this is like no joke. All right, so we are going to get started tonight. I'm going to clean all of this stuff off and going to show you amazing skin. So Sarah, if you have your stuff on hand, and if there's anybody that hops on a little bit later, maybe 2 minutes later, then we can help them catch up. So the first thing I'm going to use, and happy St. Patty's Day, by the way, to those who are just hopping on. And Sarah, how this is going to work, we love participation, and you are going to be, we're going to be doing some giveaways. And so, of course, the more participation, the more entries you will get on or spin the wheel. So consultants, remember, we have our separate raffles we're doing. So make sure that you are participating as well. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to clean off my oil-free eye makeup remover. And what I like about this, I can clean off without tugging. And I'm not gonna spend a lot of time with this because again, it was networking. And so we spent some time doing networking. But so what I'm gonna do, I use my cotton pad and I'm just gently dabbing. That's all I'm doing. And I'm not done yet, but this is what came off so far. So I'm just gently dabbing. Now, if you tend to use a lot of mascara, like some people do, then you may have to like go over this a couple of times. But I was able to gently do that without tugging on my eyes. And by the way, if you love my eyeshadow, talk to your consultant. This was a limited edition that came out, so she may have some in stock still. So gently, gently, gently. We don't want to tug on our eyes. Who knows why you don't want to tug on your eyes? Why don't you want to tug? And I actually had a patient that came in with bruise on her eye. It was like black and blue. And it was from her trying to get off whatever makeup she used. All right. So now that I got makeup off my eyes, now I'm not going to do it tonight, but one of the other things I love Mary Kay came out with is the micellar water. Just put it in the chat if you love the micellar water. If you're like me and you're in love with the micellar water, just put it in the chat. The micellar water has micelles, which breaks down makeup. So you have a couple things that you can use it for. You can use it as a pre-cleanse. If you tend to go, if you're at the gym and you just want to wash really quick, then the micellar water is great for that. If you have sensitive skin and you can't use any of the other lines that we have, the micellar water is great for that as well. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the cleanser, the 4-in-1 cleanser. And I just need a little bit. I don't need a lot. So, Sierra, if you have your cleanser, then you're going to go ahead and use that. So you notice I dampened my forehead, my cheek, my chin, and my décolleté. And I'm just going to use my fingers. But in the bathroom, I would have used my brush. The brush cleans my face. Amazing. Removes all your makeup better than what your hands would do. But for tonight, I'm just kind of doing it really quickly because the brush it's like a minute and then it shuts off. So it kind of takes the thinking out of how long you have to do it for. It does it for you, which Mary Kay was brilliant in doing that. But you know what my favorite part about that brush is? Not just the brush. Guess what? It has a massager. And I have to tell you, like, my skin is not just from, genetics. It's not just from that because I have eczema. But that massager is incredible. And where do I use it? Oh, yes, I use it on my décolleté. I use it here. I use it on my face and I go upward. Yes, I do use it. It's amazing. All right, so I did my cleanser. And Sierra, if you are okay with that, just give me a thumbs up. So if you're good, you cleansed already, you're good to go. Now, the other option as part of my routine is after I cleanse, I also either use my microdermabrasion, but I do an extra care item. So I did my microderm this morning, but if you want, you can use, I love the glycolic peel. So that is one of my other options, my go-to, or if you want to do the charcoal mask or clay mask. Those take a little bit of time. So for time reasons, I'm not going to do it on here, but you can talk with your consultant. And Melissa, I'm assuming she has microderm, right? Does she have microderm?
Yes.
Okay. So, so Sarah, we are going to use your microderm after you use your cleanser. And the microderm, the first portion that you're going to use is the refine. And if you notice, it has those little beads in there. I love it. And what it does, it gets rid of dead skin. And the beads are aluminum crystal. So it's the same ones that you, that when you go to the dermatologist and you pay a ton of money to do the microderm, it's the same ingredients, great quality. And you only need to use it 1 to 2 times a week. So you're going to use the refine all over your face. And then once you do that, you're going to rinse off the refine. So just while she's doing that, question, and you guys can put it in the chat. True or false? Mary Kay started this company as a cosmetic company. True or false? Mary Kay started this company as a cosmetic company. All right. So as I'm doing that, my cleanser now, I'm going to use my day cream. So a little goes a long way. Now, if you don't want the day cream with SPF, they do have the one without SPF and they do have the one with. So depending on what you want. So I personally use the one with SPF because darker skin, we tend to have 2 skin tones sometimes from either sun exposure. So I want the one with SPF. And a little goes a long way. You only need a little bit and go upward. and circular. You don't need a whole lot. Upward, upward. And what I like about our day cream is that you can use it with makeup. So because you have on a day cream, you don't have to worry about the makeup not sitting well on your face. Now, I like the foundation because the day cream, because it is geared for my skin type. And guess what? It has resveratrol in there. Resveratrol is from grape skin. So it's from grape skin extract. And it also has vitamin B3, which helps to even out your skin tone as well. So I've had people that had issues with their skin tone, and after using the 3D set, which is what I'm featuring tonight, they saw a difference in their skin tone. Now, here's what I'm going to show you. This is my daytime routine, and this is my nighttime. So nighttime, the way to remember, daytime protect and nighttime repair, right? Daytime protect, nighttime repair. When you're sleeping, that's when your body is going to repair itself. That's when your body heals. And that's why sometimes, they'll put somebody in a medically induced coma so that as they sleep, their bodies can heal. Now, Sarah, how are you doing with your microderm? Did you try the microderm already? And if so, how does your face feel? Just kind of rub, if you've tried it, run the back of your hands along your face and tell me how that feels.
Yes.
It feels good. Yeah, it's one of my, and I remembered I actually went like a week or two without using it. And I'm telling you, I missed it. I went right back because it's like we don't have anything else like that. You have to include that in your regimen. All right. So now what I'm going to do, I just put a little bit of my eye cream, because you know the eyes are the window to the soul, right? Like they say. And I'm just going to put a little dab. So Sarah, when you're done with the refine and you've rinsed that off and you do need a lot of water, you're going to follow up with the pore minimizer. And the pore minimizer can be used daily. However, the refine is only 1 to 2 times a week, 3 times max, no more than that. All right. So Sierra, once you're done with the refine, you rinse that off, and now you do the pore minimizer, that stays on. And then you can pick up where I mentioned with the day cream. Some people have day cream for dry. Some people have day cream for oily skin. I have for oily because I know my skin tends to get oily. But guess what? Since I've been using Mary Kay, actually has been very good. So whatever you see now is not oil. It's just a nice glow. Otherwise, you don't put anything on, your skin will get oily if you have oily skin. All right. Now, what I am going to do, I did feature this earlier. If you're like me and you love doing lipstick or lip gloss, this is great, the satin scrub, because what it does, it gets rid of dead skin. So I'm just going to wipe off my lipstick. And I'm just going to put a little bit of water on my fingertips. And perfect for St. Patty's Day, right? That's what I'm representing right now. My green. And you don't need a whole lot. A little goes a long way, just like that. And I'm just going to apply top and bottom on my lips. And top and bottom, top and bottom. And what you can do, and it's a sugar scrub. It kind of has a sweet taste, but don't eat it. And sometimes you can let that sit for a little bit. Gets rid of dead skin. If your lips tend to crack, get dry and bleed, especially those of you who are up north, this is a perfect item to use. And let me know if you guys have any questions. So the other thing, while this is sitting on my lips, one of the best compliments that Sarah, that you can give to Melissa is to send people her way, refer people to her. You know how many women are walking around with the wrong foundation, or maybe they have lost confidence because their skin is not what they think it should be. So if you know anybody, and she only likes nice people that would love to get a pampering session, so you're actually gifting them a pampering session, then make sure you send that list to Melissa, and she will definitely call your friends and gift them a pampering session. She's not going to bother them. She's just going to call them and give them a gift. All right. And so, Melissa, if she sends you the list while we're still on the call, let me know, and I will have an extra entry for her on our spin the wheel. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove my mask, my lip mask. And what I like about it is the granules. Do you see the difference? And if you tend to wear like, if you like red lipstick like I do, this helps to get it off as well. So I'm going to follow up with my lip balm. The balm can be used daily. The scrub should be used 1 to 2 times a week. So how are you doing, Sarah? I don't think you have the balm sample. So that's it. That's my skin. So quickly, I did use the Miracle Set tonight. So this is the Miracle Set. You can, in between, do your microdermabrasion 1 to 2 times a week. And there are other extra care items you can talk to your consultants about. I also use this to clean my makeup off, my oil-free eye makeup remover. There it is. You can tell I do use mine. And then I followed up with the satin lips. Now, if you do want to have your foundation match, please talk to your consultant about that, and she can match your foundation for you. All right, now, you're not obligated to take anything home, but if you saw anything that you liked, please make sure you talk with your consultant. And Melissa did put in the chat what the microdermabrasion helps with. It is one of my favorite things to use, I have to tell you. I did mention that before. All right, and again, I'm sure you are interested in finding out about what you used tonight. So your consultant will chat with you after. But what we did, this was what I used tonight. I featured the Miracle Set. And that set, it has the cleanser, the day cream, the night cream, and the eye cream. And so the prices on here are a little bit different. So talk with your consultant, because we're going to get the new prices up. But also we do have a repair line. So if you have moderate to severe signs of aging, then you would want to get on the repair line. And what I like about this is that you can mix and match lines. So I do mix and match lines. I do use some stuff from the repair line. I use some stuff from the 3D. I use stuff from the natural lines. So you can definitely mix and match, and they work great because Mary Kay has done their research to make sure our items work well together. If you want the benefit of aloe and dragon fruit, then you might want to consider the botanical line. Now, I do use a toner out of this line. And I have this in the shower right now because you know why? I wanted to experience that. So the days that I feel like having that dragon fruit aloe benefit, then I'll use it that day. Acne, if you tend to have acne prone skin, we do have a line for you. And then last but not least, skincare wise, we do have stuff for the men. So if the men don't want to use what's in the pink, guess what? We have it in gray and black for you. And they even have an eye cream. That was something you'd be surprised, like how many of the guys are using it and they're seeing the results. So if you are excited about supporting your consultant, then chat with her about which one of these would be the best option for you. And then down here, this is the extra care items. So Sierra is using the microdermabrasion. So this is what it looks like. Again, the prices are a little bit different. They did go up due to inflation, but guess what? Not by much, honestly. And it's worth it. And so the charcoal mask, I mentioned that the gel hydrating mask, I use both of them as well. Any one of these are extra care items. The biocellulose mask, the glycolic peel, the satin lips, I did use that tonight. The satin hands is amazing. I think, I don't know if Sonia is still on here. She posted a video where Steve Harvey was using the satin hands and the satin lips on one of his shows, but it works amazing. And then down here, last but not least, you do have the satin body and the stuff for the eyes, oil-free eye makeup remover, and the hydrogel eye patches. All right, so I'm gonna just share really quick something. I didn't mention that I have babies. I have 3. Actually, I have 4 babies. So this is my other baby. This is my other baby. The reason why I love her is because she keeps me organized. And God knows I need help. So what I like about this is if I'm going somewhere, literally, I take this off my bathroom door. I have my stuff already in there. And usually you can put your skincare up here. I mean, I do have stuff in here. So you can pack it with stuff. I put my skincare here. My second pocket usually has like my microdermabrasion. I could do my makeup here, my foundation, etc. And then the bottom pocket, you can put your satin hands and your satin lips. Now, there is a way that you can get this for free. So who likes free? Go ahead and put it in the chat if you like free. If you like free, just put me. If you like free, just put me. And so if you want to earn this for free tonight, talk with your consultant and she's going to show you how you can actually take this home. Rose said me. I know. Who else is not putting me in the chat? Okay, Sierra said me. Absolutely. I'm gonna put it in the chat too, because if I hear that I can get something for free, I'm gonna do it. So if you want that for free, chat with your consultant and she is gonna show you how you can actually get that for free tonight. And last but not least, I did share earlier about why I started my Mary Kay business, because that's one of the things that Mary Kay always said is pass it on. You know, I'm a living testimony of why it's a great opportunity. I was working a crazy schedule, literally 3 jobs. When I think about it, I was working in 2 clinics as a physical therapist. I had a home health business on the side, and that was keeping me like crazy busy. And so I really did not have a lot of time on my hands, nor do I still do. But one of the best things that somebody showed me was how I can sprinkle in Mary Kay as I went along. I didn't have to stop my life. I didn't have to stop my career. But you know that feeling when you feel like something is missing? That was me. Something was missing and I didn't know it. And it was the sisterhood. And I remembered I would leave working 12-hour shifts, no lie, standing on my feet all day. I would change in the car. I mean, people probably saw me change in the car, put on my skirt, put on my heels. I would show up at my meeting and have lots of energy. And why was that? Is because it got me excited. And so I realized that there was another world outside of just work, going home, watching TV. And that's kind of where I was. I was actually watching TV and doing notes. I was up till 1, 2 in the morning doing notes as a physical therapist. So Mary Kay showed me another life. And then they started rewarding me. They started giving me gifts. We just earned our free car. We were talking about that. Rose was on earlier talking about financial management. Now I take some of my profit and I can invest that money in my future. And so that's what I like about Mary Kay, is that you have so many things that you can use this opportunity for. The other thing is the flexibility. If you are a mom or, you know, somebody that has a crazy schedule, we teach you how to sprinkle it in. If you love giving back, we do have an organization, the Mary Kay Foundation, that gives back to the community. Domestic violence shelters, cancer care centers are something that we do. So if you find that that's something you've wanted to get involved in, that's something you can do as well. The trips, if you want to go on all expense paid trips, Mary Kay sends you on all expense paid trips. And guess what? They changed it now to where you don't have to have a spouse. It's a partner. If you want to bring a friend or family, whatever, you can bring them with you on the trip. So that's exciting. And then last but not least, the personal growth is, I mean, beyond anything else. Forbes magazine, I don't know if you guys know about Forbes magazine, right? They did a study on Mary Kay, the company, and they found out that 1 year in Mary Kay is comparable to a 4-year college degree. And is it the truth? Absolutely, because the training we get is phenomenal, really. And tomorrow we are going to career conference. So we do have events that they train you to become a better version of yourself. So if a year from now, I can promise you that you're going to be a better version of yourself. I mean, I can't tell you how much money you're going to make, but I can promise you that a year from now, if you come in Mary Kay, you can be a better version of yourself. But $30, just $30. I mean, that is crazy. Crazy. I don't know who would not want to start a Mary Kay business right now. Literally, people don't want to work for anybody else. I'm not sure if you guys know that, right? People don't want to work for anybody else. They want to have their own business. Let me see if, oh, here it is. I know it's a little bit. So here's a share. So, and now they have an add-on for, oh yeah, for 45. So the new promotion that Mary Kay has, which is going to end probably soon. I mean, who knows? This started during the pandemic. For $30, you can start your business. So if you have $30, or if you don't have $30, this is enough, in even more reason to start. Borrow it. Say, lend me $30, I will give you back. Or lend me $30, I will double it. Because you can do that. That's that, you know, it's very possible to do that. $30 gets you started. You get a website, you get a back office, you get credit card processors so people can pay you with their credit cards for products. The second option is you get a full starter kit. Now this is my favorite because it has over 400, actually more now, almost $500 worth of stuff. Plus, you also get a website and you get ProPay. And last but not least, you get to add on. So say, for example, you say, you know what, I want to do the e-start. I don't want to, I can't afford this, or for whatever reason you say you're not going to do this. You can add samples on enough for 30 people onto your e-start. And you can get, I mean, it comes so quickly. If you start today, by Saturday, latest Monday, you'll probably have it in your mailbox. So if that's you, if you think that you want to try that, tell your consultant, let her know that you're willing to give it a try. Even if you're a little bit scared, you don't know what you're doing, but you're willing to give it a try. Guess what? You're never going to know until you try. That's, you don't know if you're going to be successful in something until you give it a try. You never know if you're going to like something until you taste it, right? So it's the same thing with Mary Kay. And what I recommend is that at least give it a year. I always say, give it a try for at least a year before you say, okay, I don't want to do it. No. And in a year, what's the worst that could happen? You have beautiful skin and you make some nice girlfriends, right? And you get everything half off. That's the other perk. Everything is 50% off. So my products, my personal, I don't pay a full price. No. The smart decision was for me to be my own CEO. And so I get an opportunity to do that. So if that is you, if you think that you want your business, Sierra, chat with Melissa. I'm sure she's going to close with you and see if there was anything that you tried that you liked, or if you want to be a part of our sisterhood, we would love to have you. And we don't restrict, you know, she's in Atlanta, right, Melissa? We're in West Palm. Natalia's in Atlanta. I mean, we're all over the place. So the beauty is that we get to work together and get to network, and you're not restricted in terms of territory.
I keep forgetting that Melissa's in Atlanta.
I
could have
asked her
for the clip. Oh,
she didn't have
ooh,
it.
okay.
I got
Okay.
you.
She didn't say, oh my gosh, I forgot. Okay. Well, I still need to keep that in mind though for future.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. And that's the thing. See, Melissa met Natalia here on Zoom. And that's the beauty, is that you get to connect this way. Well, we are going to, let's see. Any questions about our pampering? Any questions, thoughts, or comments? And Sarah, how does your skin feel right now? How's your skin feeling right now?
It feels soft right now.
Nice. And when you wake up, you're going to see the difference. As I'm consultant, I'm just going to do your raffle right now, because I know sometimes I don't usually do that. All right, so I'm going to spin the wheel for consultants really quick. And did I miss anybody? I know, Sarah, you're separate. Okay, I don't think I did. All right, so consultants, when you see your name, you are going to win a gift from me. Thank you for being on. Oh my God, Chilean.
Congrats.
I know Chilean's gonna be packing, man. Chilean, you're gonna have to have a space for all the gifts you're gonna be getting.
I know she's gonna put them to use. I am pretty sure she'll put them to use.
Thank you, Natalia.
You're welcome. Look at Chilean's face glowing. Look at it. Look at her forehead shine.
And I'm going to have to share them with you, Natalia, for cheering me on.
I don't mind. Sharing is caring. I don't mind at all.
Right? I was just following. I was doing my routine while Kenesha was doing it, and I'm also packing for conference.
Yeah.
Yes. Way to go, Chilean.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna work out. We're gonna have a great time. But ladies, so this glow you see, talk to a consultant. Let her know you want to try some of the other stuff that we have, because it's not just the microderm. So Sarah, that's just the icing on the cake. We have some amazing masks. We have some other items that really makes our skin look and feel amazing. And you don't have to pay to go to a spa. You really don't, because you could do it right at home. And Sarah will be getting a gift as well, for being on, just for being one of the guests on. And for participating, you get an extra gift as well. So thank you for being on. Congratulations to the winners, Chilean, and congratulations, Sarah, as well. And Melissa, do you have any closing remarks before we're finished?
Congrats, Sierra. Woohoo!
Thank you.
Ladies,
Congrats, Sierra. Have a wonderful evening,
have
everyone.
a good evening. Happy St. Patty's Day. Go drink some green beer. I don't know, corned beef and cabbage.
Whatever
And
they do.
those of you going to career conference, see you tomorrow in Jacksonville.
And travel safe. Yes, travel
Thank you.
safe,
Yes.
ladies.
Yes. All right, ladies. Thanks again, Rose. Thanks to all
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. We'll be in touch with you, Rose.
Yeah.
Yes.